Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Enjoying your day. All right, I missed you guys yesterday, but it was a busy day. Had a lot of things going on, a lot of things to take care of and all that stuff. But I'm here nonetheless because we got something new. There's a new case. Of course, I want to address a few things, but before we get into everything else, a few things that I missed, or one thing that I missed yesterday, which we are going to be talking about very, very shortly. But again, hopefully you guys are all doing well. Hopefully you guys are finding this show in good spirits and all that. I am very happy to be back with you guys and chop it up with you guys. But of course, before we get into everything, do me a favor, okay? Please do me a favor before we jump into everything. Hit that like button down below, please, and thank you, okay? You know your boy is working hard out here in these streets, so hit, crush that like button down below. Don't forget to hit that reaction button if you're watching on Facebook. Please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button on YouTube if you're watching over there. If you're watching on Facebook, crush that follow button on my Facebook page. That'd be greatly appreciated. You know your boy's working hard out here in these streets to give you guys the conversations and the stories that you need. I will be back on a little bit later on this evening to talk about a few other things, maybe something a little bit lighter than what we have been covering as of late. But like I said, today is a very short one, okay? But I wanted to give you guys some updates and a story that's starting to percolate out here in these streets right now as we speak. So please go support the channel by hitting that join button down below, becoming a member, okay? Simply by becoming a member. But if you're watching on Facebook, please be sure to check out my Patreon, patreon.com/The Pascal Show. We are having some conversation starters over on the on Patreon right now as we speak, so go check that stuff out. I highly recommend go and support. If you can, go over there and check it out. All right, and the same thing with the members over here as well, okay? But anyway, you want to support, do that. Please go check out pascalmerch.com. That'd be greatly appreciated and all that stuff. And we got to get into the conversation, okay? All right, guys, we got some stuff that's very interesting that's been percolating. But of course, before we get into all of that, I wanted to just quickly talk about the verdict that was made yesterday, which I have to be honest, I have to be real. I'm very, very happy about it. Of course, this man has been found guilty, Adam Montgomery, in this whole Harmony Montgomery case. He was found guilty, okay, on all counts. All right. And this was after 1 day of deliberation. Okay. 1 day. They deliberate for 1 day and they reach a verdict. I wonder why it took so long. Or why it happened so fast. How's that? I'll just say that. Because at first, of course, I'm sure they still had to conversate. I'm sure they had a few questions that they needed to get clear before they made a decision. But nonetheless, boom, found guilty. I am happy about that. Damn right. I am hella happy about that. Okay. May that mother lover rot in hell. Rot in prison first, of course. Let him live through hell in prison and then let him rot in hell. Okay, so I'm just really, really happy about that. I didn't get a chance to really react to it or watch it with you guys yesterday. Yesterday was busy. I didn't know that they were going to have the verdict so quickly. It was unfortunate, but at the same time, I still wanted to talk to you guys about that. I'm very, very happy about the verdict. And I can't wait to find out how long he's going to be locked up for, or, if it's going to be, I hope it's for life, of course. all right, without the possibility and all that stuff, okay? May he be buried underneath that prison because that guy is a piece of trash. But I also said as well, which I also thought was trash, okay, that he wasn't even showing up to any of the trial. If I'm correct, if my memory serves me right, he didn't even show up to the doggone verdict. He didn't even hear his own verdict in person. From the video I saw, he wasn't even in there, right? So to me, I feel like I said it in another video, it's like he forfeited. He's just like, hey, I quit. The winner is, you guys showed up, so you win. You know what I'm saying? I forfeit this game. He's trash. Some of you guys are saying he's a coward. Absolutely, Amanda. This dude he's an absolute coward. Okay, the full embodiment of a coward. All right, and again, I cannot wait to hear what he ends up getting, and I hope it is fully. He gets sentenced to the full extent of the law. Because F that dude. I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world, so I could say I can curse a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right. Trash. Raven, you're right. There's too much trash walking out. You know what I mean? I should be like the garbage collector. No, that doesn't work. That sounds trashy too. Okay. But still, there's too much garbage, too much gabbage out here in these streets. All right. And of course, there's some things that we got to talk about with Audrey, which we will talk about some other in another time for sure. But nonetheless, there is a new case that is percolating out here in these streets that I wanted to share with you guys. People are starting to talk about this, definitely in the Georgia area. Georgia. And again, my heart breaks for this. My heart breaks for this young girl. Okay. My heart breaks for this young girl. And you know what? I got to pause for a second. Hold on. That's kind of fire. Annie Elise is in the house, y'all. 10 to life. I got to give credit where credit is due. All right. So Annie Elise, I'm a fan. If you didn't already know, I'm a fan. Great work. Keep it up. Keep kicking ass and taking names. That's why I'll say. And I would love to get you on the show, real talk, and chop it up about some of these true crime things. So please holla at me if you got some time. It'd be a blessing to have you on the show. One more time for Annie Elise in the house. Hail to the yeah. Okay. Yeah, we made it big times, y'all. We just made it big times. See what happens? That's dope. Thank you. Okay. Thanks for hopping in and checking it out. And I think everybody else is a fan here. Okay. Let's get back to me. I'm just kidding. Let's get back to this case. All right. We have definitely got to talk about this. This is what's going on in Georgia right now as we speak. Again, like I said, this is crazy. And again, we got trash out here that are just running around, running amok, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. It really, really breaks my heart that we have constantly a story. I'm telling you guys right now, let me just say this before we hop into this conversation. I'm not kidding. I'm looking at 4 different stories that are all happening simultaneously. They're all happening simultaneously, which means at the same damn time right now. And I had to pick and choose which one I wanted to do really quick right now. Do you see how mucked up the world is right now? Okay. Yes, I'm on my soapbox and I don't care. All right. There are too many messed up things going on in the world, real talk. And it really breaks my heart that I'm even at a place where I'm going, wait, which one should I do right now? And I'm going, I need to find time to do all these stories, right? There's updates on other stories, etc. That I got so many stories to tell you, but I'm only one man. You know what I'm saying? That's messed up, y'all. It's messed up to say that. So just wanted to say that, bring some reality into your worlds real quick. There's a lot of trash out here in these streets. And we're going to try to talk about them and bring as much voice to those that are voiceless right now as best as we can. Trust me, we got a lot of work to do over this weekend, and you'll be hopefully with me, holding my hand, going through all of it together. So this is the one I chose to do really, really quick. Like I said, this is a quick live, but we got some updates on this particular story. A young woman was found, a body of a young woman was found in a wooded area near a lake, Lake Herrick, if I'm correct. All right. In Athens, Georgia. All right. Still, this is very, very brand new to me, but I wanted to share with you guys, and we're going to learn about this together as a family, because that's how we do here. So let's take a look at this article. And this article is, well, it's been updated recently. Okay. But this was written a little bit earlier. I think it was written yesterday or maybe first thing this morning. But nonetheless, they say here, and let me blow this up for all y'all the nosebleed seats that like to read along with me. Okay, but they're saying the student found near Lake Herrick on Thursday was identified as 22-year-old Laken Hope Riley. University spokesperson Greg Trevor confirmed on Friday morning. Riley was a nursing student at the Athens campus of Augusta University's College of Nursing. So she's a nursing student. Okay, Riley attended the University of Georgia until the spring of 2023 before transferring to the nursing college. She was still active in her sorority at UGA. This is what Trevor said to the Red and Black, which is the article I'm reading here. She was active in the community and well known, and from all accounts, very well liked. She graduated from River Ridge High School in 2020 and was from Woodstock, Georgia. She was a member of Alpha Chi. I don't know. Alpha Chi Omega sorority. Correct me if I'm wrong here, guys. All right. In fall 2023, she made the dean's list at Augusta University. Riley was reported missing by a friend at approximately 12:07 p.m. Thursday, and was found approximately like 31 minutes later in a forest area near Lake Herrick, unconscious, not breathing, and with visible injuries. And let me just say, clearly, this part is when you say foul play. Okay, let's keep it real. Foul play is amidst, whatever. You know what I mean? So, clearly something's up here. Officers immediately began rendering medical aid, according to an email sent to students by UGA administration. Foul play is expected in her demise. In a press conference on Thursday night, UGA Chief of Police Jeff Clark stated there were no suspects at the time. While there is a suspect on the loose, Clark said there is always a danger, but there is no immediate danger at this time. Let me just say this, unless at the time of this press conference, they already had a person of interest, I feel like it's not, this is just my personal opinion. I just don't think it's right for them to immediately say, oh, there's no immediate danger at this time, even though you have a nursing student unalive found in the woods in the middle of the day. I'm sorry, no disrespect. Unless you guys have somebody and you're just not telling us, straight up, you're not telling us what's going on, there's still immediate danger, because this person or persons that did this to this young woman could still be lurking out there in those woods, could be lurking out there on the campus and whatnot. All college students should be aware until a person of interest has been detained, right? That's just me. But this is kind of, this echoes a little bit of the University of Idaho situation. Remember, Idaho 4 lost their lives. The police were sitting there going, "Oh, it doesn't look like it. There's nothing to worry about. There ain't nothing to worry about." And then they kept switching back and forth. They were on and off. First, it was like, don't worry about it. Then it's like, oh, we should worry about it. Then they were like, oh, no, don't worry about it. There's no immediate danger. This was calculated. This was a targeted attack. Remember all that BS we went through in the very beginning? Remember that happened when that happened a little while ago, right? So I get it that they want their kids, they want the students to continue to matriculate, but at the same doggone time, if you got a monster out here in these streets, you got a monster out here in these streets. Okay? We got to be safe. Period, point blank. That's just how I roll. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, let's continue. And like I said, unless during the time of that press conference, they had somebody locked up or detained, there's no reason for them to say that unless that was going down. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, moving on. We're leaving no stone unturned. This is what Trevor told the article. We're doing everything we can to find the person or persons involved. See, if you're saying that in the press conference, there's no reason for you to sit there and say, don't worry about nothing, y'all. Okay? Lily just said, matriculate the hell out. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to matriculate my ass back home. Mom, Dad, what's up? I'm coming home for the weekend and I'm doing a crap ton of laundry. We good? See you soon. Period. I'd be like, hey, teachers, I'm emailing all my papers from home because that's where safety is. Okay? Just saying. Okay, UGAPD is working with the Athens-Clarke County Police Department and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation in the ongoing investigation. Okay, so the Athens coroner confirmed on Friday that her body was taken to the GBI crime lab in DeKalb County, according to UGA, or according to a UGA alert email sent Friday morning. Police are still on the scene at the Forest Park area, because I don't know how to say that, Oconee Forest Park area of the intramural fields, and are asking that people continue to avoid the forested area while the investigation is ongoing. The Augusta University College of Nursing confirmed on social media that the victim was a nursing student at their Athens campus located at Barrett Shoals Road while classes were canceled on Friday. So school's canceled today, okay? The College Athens campus remained open as a gathering place, quote unquote, a gathering place for students, faculty, and staff. Counselors and support services were at the campus starting at 8 a.m. on Friday, February 23rd, along with the interim dean and other administrators. Okay. And of course, they're saying if anybody has any information, please contact UGA police immediately at 706 542 2200. Again, that's 706 542 2200. You can also go and download the UGA Safe app. Okay. Travel. They said, please, students, faculty, and staff, download the Safe app, travel in groups when possible, and be aware of surroundings. Can I just say something really quick? This is what they're saying, right? And like I said, I'm not trying to dig 5-0. I'm not trying to take a dig or take a jab at 5-0. But when I hear something like this, when I hear this, like, hey, download the app, travel in groups, please be aware of your surroundings. Does that sound like nothing to worry about? Like what I just read a little bit ago. Ain't nothing to worry about. You know, it's fine, everybody. What did they say? Quote unquote. What did they say? There's always danger, but there's no immediate danger at this time. Okay? There's always danger, but there's no immediate danger at this time. So, travel in groups. Stay out of shaded areas. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head on a swivel. But they're saying no immediate danger at this time. I'm sorry. To me, that says immediate danger at this time. You know what I mean? We in code red. We're not even in yellow. We're not green. We're not yellow. We're most definitely not orange. We are in red. That's just me. Remember that? Does anybody remember those the color zones that we used to have back in the day? Maybe I'm the only one. But let's get a little bit more information here. Okay. So one thing that is interesting is that they do now have a person of interest that has been identified. Okay. A person of interest. Well, this person has not been identified to the public, but they do have a person of interest that is being questioned right now as we speak. So let's take a look at this. Okay. And we got a couple videos I'm going to share with you guys as well. See, okay, real quick. I know that's a little bit of a left turn, but am I the only one like, okay, Mist remembers that. Like it would be like, oh, we're in the yellow zone, but it'll be, you know what I mean? But it was all about air quality or something crazy like that. Remember that ish? It was something crazy like that. But anyway, I digress. It's like, oh, we're in the orange. The air quality is in the orange zone. Can you everyone start carpooling or something crazy like that? It was insane. And did it ever stop anybody from doing exactly what they were doing? Hail to the no. Okay. But let's continue. All right. So, like I said, student, of course, has been found gone, but a person of interest is being questioned right now as we speak. So, in the day after a Augusta nursing student was found dead on the University Georgia campus near the intramural fields, authorities are concentrating day 2 of the investigation near an apartment complex. According to authorities, 22-year-old Laken Hope Riley was found behind Lake Herrick in the forested area on campus, which is not far from the intramural fields. A search for the suspect continues, but some officials said early Friday afternoon that there is a quote unquote person of interest in the case who is being questioned. Police had previously told this article, 11 Alive's Molly Oak, that an arrest had been made, but they would not confirm whether it was connected to the case. So here's here's the latest, what had happened, okay, and what we know. All right, the police department was called by a concerned friend around noon. The friend said that 22-year-old Riley had gone on a run at the fields on UGA's campus, but had not returned, according to authorities. That's when officers headed down, arriving around 12:38 p.m. to search for Riley. Not long after she was found dead behind Lake Herrick in the forested area on campus. Now we already know that school or classes have been canceled and whatnot, all right, due to this. And I understand. I mean, this is still a tragic situation, right? Still very, very sad. All right. So they've been canceled. The campus in Augusta will operate normally. The school said classes will resume after the weekend on Monday, UGA said in a statement. Okay. Of course, this is a photo of Riley or of Laken Hope Riley right here. Okay. Like I said, nursing student at this school. Seems like she was an avid runner, or at least she liked to take a light jog. And now this unfortunate thing happened. One other thing that they did say, of course, is not only was she found unresponsive, she had passed, but there were bruises all over her body. There were markings on her body. Obviously, that says some sort of foul play went down here for sure. They also said that she was well liked in her community. So, of course, the next question is, was this just somebody out here lurking? Is this a Rachel Morin situation where it's just a bad guy in an area lurking and then he pounces? Or is this something more connected, more personal? That's one thing we still don't know. They say they have a person of interest that they're questioning right now, but who's that person of interest, right? That's the one thing I want to know. Who's that person of interest? And hopefully we find out here very, very soon. Okay. But we already know about all this, but they're working around the clock to get answers, to bring anyone involved to justice. Right now, he said the school's highest priority is the safety and the security of the campus community. He said so far, a UGA spokesperson says so far that the police department have identified a person of interest who is being questioned in relation to the investigation. An investigation is taking place at Cielo, at this Azulik and Argo apartment community regarding this situation, this case. Police told this article here they made an arrest, but have not said if it was connected to the case, which is interesting. Clearly, if they didn't arrest, I mean, there are chances that they did an arrest, and and it has nothing to do with whatever it is. But why would they arrest somebody else in the meantime while they're investigating something in the meantime? You see what I'm saying? It just seems a bit weird. While we're investigating this M case, oh, why don't we just pick up Ray down a few doors down? Because we do have a warrant for his arrest. Might as well just knock his door down and arrest him while we're at it. You know what I mean? Just, let's just kill two birds with one stone. That doesn't make sense to me. So my personal opinion, sounds like they got somebody that may be connected to the situation, and that's what's going on. But they just don't want to say the person's name yet. The other thing, though, too, is around 12:07, okay, around noon, Laken Riley told a friend that she was going to go and take a quick run. She went on a run, and then around 12:38 p.m., that's when police showed up. That's a pretty short run, right? Ain't it, though? Now, I'm not sitting here saying that the friend is involved. Like, I'm not sitting here going, oh, it's diabolical. No, not at all. But that's pretty damn quick. Unless you were sitting there going, I'm just going for a quick jog. I'm going to get a mile or two in, and I'll be back in about 20, 25 minutes. And then 20, 25 minutes, she doesn't come back. That's when she calls the cops. It just seems a bit odd. Or I'm wondering if maybe there was a phone call that was made. I don't know. Because that's one part that I'm still confused about. Okay? Is the timeline. Because if she went off for a run in the morning, like she ran off in the morning and she hadn't come back, then I can understand that timeline. But I guess that's one piece that I don't know, that I'm a little confused about. Hold on. Let me make sure. I mean, I'm okay. Let me correct myself, because it could very well be what I think we're all thinking, right? That maybe she went on for a run in the morning, say 9, something like that, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and she hadn't returned yet, right? Because the phone call was made at around noon saying that she was going off for a run, right? So I guess I got the timeline wrong, okay? I got that wrong because the friend called around noon. So she must have gone off for a run hours before and never returned. And maybe maybe they were calling her, texting her, etc., trying to make sure that she was okay, and she didn't show up, right? Or didn't answer those phone calls. Hence the reason why there was the phone call that was made. Let's see. Hold on. I see a comment. You know what, Danielle? Somebody else made a mention to us. I wanted to show this up here too. Yes. Okay. So as a runner myself, I have to say this out loud too. I think we have to be. I mean, anyone can get attacked. Anyone. Okay. And I mean no disrespect at all. But when I say this, but ladies, let me just say this. Okay, please. If I understand, like fanny packs are not but they're so stylish now, right? Just carry something with you that that you can grab easily, right? So you can just bang, right? You see what I'm saying? Like something, because I understand sometimes, like even myself, I need music. I need music to not think about the fact that I'm running. If I realize that I'm running, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. Okay. So for me, I need music that's blasting, right? I need music that'll just keep. But I'm always, and I'm not perfect. I'm human, right? Just because you have your head on a swivel does not automatically mean you're going to catch everything, especially when you are got the music blasting and all that, right? But I do think that it is really important to, figure some new rhythm out or a way to figure it to make it safer for you out here in these streets. Real talk. I just here's the other thing too. She already said it in here too, but I'm just gonna read this out loud. Okay, so yes, when you're out, keep only one earbud in, keep the volume down. Don't take the same route. Yes, change up your routine. I have to admit that's exactly what I was just about to say. Make sure that you're changing your routine, changing how you move out here in these streets. Don't run the same path twice in a row. Change it up so that people, if there's anybody out here lurking who may have caught you may have caught their attention while you were running, minding your own business. They're not sitting there going, well, let me see if she's back here tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Or he is back here tomorrow. So I just have to say, we have to be extremely careful when we're out here in these streets. Like I said before, this is kind of like the Rachel Morin situation. We don't know. And that guy, of course, they have drawings of this guy, right? But we don't know how he found her. We don't know if he saw her running that park in that park one day and he just became asphyxiated, right? Became infatuated. That's what I'm saying. Okay. That could have been it. Or it could have been a situation where he was just there and just waiting for any person, any young woman to run by. And it just happened to be Rachel, right? So we have to be careful with that. I know that there was another one where I'm now forgetting her name. I feel like a jerk, but this was years ago too. She was training for the Boston Marathon. She was one hell of a runner. She was running really early in the morning. She was snatched out of nowhere in the streets, 4:00 in the morning. And it was absolutely insane what happened to her and how she was found, etc. All I'm saying is, please find different ways to switch things up. Now, I'm sitting here saying, like, it's really important to, if you got to run with a fanny pack, I know that's uncomfortable. Sometimes they have other packs that can strap to your body, so it's not, you don't feel this thing just moving up and down, you know what I mean, chafing you if you're running long distances and whatnot. There have other things you can use. But at the same time, I'd rather put on something that does not look good if it means it's going to save my ass in the long run. Okay. And yeah, treadmills are cool, but they ain't the same as running outside and getting that vitamin D, getting that fresh air. It's not the same. It's not the same. Trust and believe. Okay. And yes, it is Eliza Fletcher. Exactly. Okay. So just saying those things out loud, I know that was a little PSA moment. Okay. You can do it kind of thing, but still, it is really important that you keep that in mind. Okay. Switch up your patterns. Seriously, switch them up. Go to different places. Have protection on you. Have a backpack or whatever it is, fanny pack, whatever it is. Make sure you have those things readily available because there's so many nasty there's just too much garbage out here in these streets. So please be safe out there. Period, point blank. Okay. So now back into the story. We already know. Okay. And Danielle, I want to say, you know what? Yeah. Message. Danielle had the message. Okay. Message. All right. Please be safe out there. Don't be dumb. If you can prevent things from happening, do so. Okay. If you can get those items, have them. That's it. That's it. And just be safe. And always, I will say this too, always let people know that you're going for a run. And I know that sounds a little crazy. Some of y'all might be like, oh, that's too paranoid. Nah, son, Nah. Let people know that you're going on that run, especially if you live alone. Okay? Let people know that you're going on that run. Okay? If you got to text somebody, whatever. Or if you got to ping, like share your location while you're going on a run, especially if you're doing these long runs. Because I know some of us like to do those like 7 to 10 to 15-mile runs and all that stuff. And hey, do you, boo-boo? All I say is share your location with somebody that you love and trust. Let them know that you're on that run. I'm about to go right now. Okay, cool. Just so that they know, just in case. And then, of course, text them when you get back home, or let them know that you have shown up back home. You had a righteous run, but you're home safe. Period. Okay. Use the buddy system if you can. All right. Real quick, T. Thomas. Hey, welcome to the family. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome to the family. And of course, just like Thomas, please hit that join button. Become a member if you can. Okay. Jackie Sue, thank you so much for the 10. Such a huge fan of Pascal and a huge fan of Annie Elise. 10 to life. A collab would be everything. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it would be kind of fire. It'd be entertaining. That would be entertaining. Let's keep it real. All right. And Mimi, thank you so much for the 150 Swiss franc. I appreciate that so very much. Okay, let's get into this. We got a couple of videos we got to take a look at really quick. All right, we got some stories to do, some stories to tell. And the thing is man, I hope we get justice for this woman, for this young woman, and I hope that it's getting the dirt off the streets. So this person of interest, I hope it is the person, and I hope that there's not more people involved in this situation. But the fact that this person, by the way, did this in broad daylight, I want to remind you that this person did this in broad daylight, says exactly how disgusting and how sinister this person really is. And we don't really know how she passed, what was her COD, cause of death and all that stuff. We don't know any of that stuff. But imagine, this is some diabolical stuff, y'all. Okay. So I got a couple videos. So we're going to look at those. Not in any chronological order. So let me just pull this one up.
But first, we've now learned that the student who was killed in the University of Georgia campus was not a student of the university, rather Augusta University's College of Nursing in Athens. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us tonight for Fox 5 News at 10. I'm Tom Haynes and for Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryan. Investigators say they are seeking information in the homicide of the college student that happened at a popular jogging spot for students on campus. Fox 5's Eric Mock joins us live now from the Tate Student Center, where students have gathered for a vigil. Eric.
That's right, guys. A group of students who all belong to a local Baptist church gathered here for a quickly organized prayer vigil. They brought it together just tonight because they said they needed a place and a time to come together in what's been a harrowing 24 hours on this campus. UGA student members of the Prince Avenue Baptist Church came together Thursday night for a prayer vigil. They're mourning the deaths of 2 college students on the campus in the last 24 hours.
This is a tragic day.
Campus Police Chief Jeff Clark says the 2 deaths are not related.
But it's crazy to think that there are 2 people that lost their lives within 24 hours on the same campus. Yeah, Sandwich. 2. Can you imagine that? That's crazy, guys. 2. And they're saying that it's not related. I guess we're going to have to take their word for it. Don't forget to hit that like button down below, please, guys. Please and thank you. Don't forget to do that. Hit that subscribe button. That'll be greatly appreciated. I kind of have to go through this stuff pretty quick. So we're going to be rocking and rolling through this quickly.
Clark says they got the call at around noon Thursday from a friend of the victim saying she had not yet returned from jogging around Lake Herrick. Officers located her body there at around 12:40 p.m. Thursday. Chief Clark says she had visible injuries and they're investigating her death as a homicide.
As far as in my knowledge, there has not been a homicide in the last 20 years here on campus.
The killing has shaken students here like Nicholas Fattel.
But I've run around Lake Herrick before at odd hours sometimes. And it's genuinely shocking that something like could happen here.
He came to Thursday's vigil to find comfort in what is a dark time for students here.
It's just a tough moment. It's a tough moment. We live in a very cruel and demented world.
Police have not released the identity of the nursing student and say they don't have a suspect yet.
Now we already know who she is. And we already now know that they have a person of interest that they're questioning right now. But yeah, what this guy is saying, he is not wrong. We do live in a very demented time. We do. You know, things are just getting crazier and crazier. We got more.
Coverage you can count on begins with that developing story out of Athens, Georgia. Still no arrests after the homicide of a student from Augusta University's College of Nursing in Athens. Her body was found in a wooded area near the intramural fields on the campus of University of Georgia. News Channel 6's Archit Seshadri joins us live from UGA's campus in Athens right now. Arch, what's the latest on this case?
Yeah, within the last hour, we just learned the name of the victim and also have a picture of that 22-year-old. Police say 22-year-old Laken Hope Riley is the victim from Thursday's death.
Now, I need to roll this back a little bit because obviously I gave you guys this information already about her name and all that. But I did want to show you guys a little bit of this area just from this video itself. Like, this is a lot, right? That's a lot of wooded area. Obviously, the lake is very, I don't know. It doesn't look like a massive lake, but at the same time, I've never seen that lake before in my life, right? Until this story. But I also want to point out how quickly they were able to find her. Now, with all this wooded area, she was found pretty quickly. Cops arrived, and within 31 minutes or so, they were able to find her body. That's pretty damn quick. So, I mean, it sounds like it was near the body of water, maybe not so much deep in the woods, because I feel like they would have been combing through the wooded area forever trying to find this young girl, this young woman, right? And they didn't. They were able to find her that quickly. You know what I mean? That's damn fast. That's damn fast. So it tells me two different things. One, luck, good old fashioned luck, that they were able to look in one area and they were able to find her like that. Or the monster who did whatever they did didn't care about where she was left at. So whatever crime was done. And then they just left her on the side. Wherever she laid, that's where she was. Right? So maybe that's what it is too. But again, I could be absolutely 110% wrong. I'm just asking the questions. Let's continue on. Let's hear what he has to say.
Laken Hope Riley is the victim from Thursday's death. She was only in her second semester in nursing school here in Athens. This picture taken last year from Augusta during her white coat ceremony. So here's exactly what happened, and here's what we know at this hour. Investigators say Riley went for a run in the morning. She didn't come home, and that's when a friend of hers contacted the police. Authorities say they searched the area by intramural fields in Athens where they suspected that she may still be running or out there. That's when they discovered her body 24 hours ago. She was unconscious and had visible injuries, and now the case is on to find who killed her.
As far as in my knowledge, there has not been a homicide in the last 20 years here on campus. And we're not going to leave any rock unturned on this investigation. That's why I brought in additional resources to GBI and the Athens-Clarke County Police Department. We'll continue to work the case together, and we'll follow all leads.
Okay. Sorry. There's a few things I want to point out too. And Danielle asked a damn good question here. Yeah. Or the monster may have known her some way, somehow. I'm thinking this is okay. This is just me shooting from the hip. I'm 110%, most likely 110% wrong. But this does feel like it's personal. What it has to do with, I don't know. Why is it personal? I don't know. But the way that it's being, this could very well be just could be a crime of passion. That doesn't justify anything, but how she's found, how quickly she was found, etc. I feel like something bad happened. Maybe she was approached in some sort of way. I don't know, a rejection. I don't know. Something just doesn't seem right. You know what I'm saying? Cian just said, yeah, I also get that sense. That's the sense I'm getting. But again, police are going to do what they need to do, right? They're going to have to tell us what's going down here. And by the way, this is the most shades of blue I've ever seen any man wear at one time. Have you ever seen? That's a lot of blue. There's many shades of blue on this man. Just saying. But let's hear the rest of this really quick.
UGA released a statement encouraging students to travel in groups and travel safely, also downloading the UGA Safe app to make sure that they are alerted of any developments in this case. They are still looking for that suspect as well as a motive. Classes here at UGA are now canceled at least through Monday while this investigation continues. Multiple agencies involved, including Athens PD, the GBI, as well as UGA police. Now, interestingly, there was another death here on campus just a few days ago, but police say that was ruled a suicide, and the two cases are not related.
I find that a little odd, but at the same time, that it could literally be not related at all, right? The self unaliving, the unthinkable thing, right? That could have no connection to it at all. And if police say that there's no connection, then there's no connection, right? But at the same time, interesting, right? Nonetheless, it is a bit odd. But then the very next day, if I'm correct, they find this young girl, this young woman is gone, right? Found by a lake when she was on a run. It just doesn't make sense, guys. It just doesn't. So I'm curious about that. I'm very, very curious. Let's hear him finish this out.
Continue to dig details for you here in Athens, but for now, live at UGA.
Okay, and that's it. He's like in live at UGA. I love blue. There's nothing wrong with loving blue. Okay, blue is a beautiful color, but it's just a lot of blue. Okay, Gigi, thank you so much for the 5. I love the passion you have on your channel. Thanks, heart emoji. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, thank my mama, I guess, for being so passionate. I don't know. It's just who I am. Okay. And I'm trying to give you guys the information and keep you guys entertained, but up to date on things that are going on in the world. Now, obviously, there's a lot more to this case. There's going to be a lot more. I'm just giving you guys the very, very bare bones, just the broad strokes of it all. But honestly, the broad strokes are all of that what we have right now. They have a person of interest that they're investigating, that they're questioning right now. They have that person. They are talking to that person. They have yet to say anything about this person's name, what they do, and whatnot. We don't know anything of that so far. All we know is that this student, on that morning, on Thursday morning, if I'm correct, went for a run and never came back home alive. Never came back home. Friends called police, or a friend called police. They went out and very quickly were able to find her in a wooded area right by Lake Herrick, okay, which is nearby the campus. Police are doing everything they can to figure out what's going on here. For me, I don't know. For me, it feels like this is a personal attack. This feels like a crime of passion. And I hope that the person of interest that they have right now, let me tell you something. I hope that this is the guy. I really, really do. I'm just pulling up this one other thing. This is just another article that just popped up about 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes old. So I just wanted to share this again with you guys, just to reiterate. Person of interest is questioned after woman is found gone on university campus, or University of Georgia campus. Now, one other thing I do want to ask is, I'm hoping that they're doing some sort of autopsy. How was she found? You see what I'm saying? What state was she found in? I hate to ask those questions, but were her clothing, was her clothing still on her, etc.? Was there another crime that was committed before she lost her life? That's another piece I'd like to know as well. You see what I'm saying? What other clues were left behind that could bring us quicker to justice for this young woman? Okay, but again, it says a person of interest being questioned in connection to the homicide investigation of a college student who was found unalive Thursday on the campus on the campus of the University of Georgia. Officials say school police did not offer details on the person, stressing in a statement that, quote unquote, this continues to be an active, ongoing investigation. That doesn't help us at all, y'all. Okay? That doesn't help us not one damn bit, y'all. But still, they do have somebody, and they're doing their due diligence, okay? She went off for a jog. She was found gone with visible injuries, and I'm wondering what kind of injuries could those be in a forested area behind Lake Herrick on Thursday. They said foul play. Police said foul play was suspected in her demise, and on Friday, the case was called a homicide investigation. And I'm wondering, is this a personal attack, or do the people, the students especially of this university, need to worry? That's the question. Who's the person that they have locked up right now, or that they're questioning right now? And what connection does that person have to this young girl, to this young woman? That's the one thing I'd like to know. And hopefully we get some answers about that very, very soon. Anyway, guys, that's the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here. Like I said, it was going to be a short one, but I wanted to jump on here, give you guys some of this information real quick. Okay, I really appreciate all y'all for being here. There's a lot to discuss. Sweet Caroline, thank you so much for the $4 super sticker. I really do appreciate it, Sweet Caroline. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes. I was just want to pull this up. Shout out to Grizzlies. Shout out to all you Grizzlies out there. Okay, Grizzly True Crime, Gizla. Shout out to her as well. She's dope as well. All right, great channel as well. And so, yes, hopefully we find out some more stuff. But yeah, we are living in some scary, crazy, scary times. Like I said, there's so many other stories, including this one, that I need to tell you guys about. We need to talk. We got some more coming up. Trust and believe we're going to be talking about them very, very soon. Okay, but do me a favor before I head out. Hit that like button down below, please, and thank you. That would really mean a lot. I will be back on in a few hours. Be on the lookout. We got a lot of stories to do. Got a lot of cases to go before we sleep. So be ready for today and this weekend. Hit that like button down below. Show some love. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, crush that follow button on my Facebook page, please, and thank you. Go share this feed. Show some love by hitting that join button down below. Become a member. We got so many more stories, guys. I got some updates on Audrey. We got more stuff going on than meets the eye. I don't know why I did Transformers, but you know what I'm saying. Show some love. Show some support. Hopefully we get justice for Laken. Hopefully we do. And when we find out more information, I will be breaking it right here on the Pascal Show. But in the meantime, I got to get going. I'll be seeing you guys in the next show. Make sure that notification bell is set to all so you know whenever I go live, whenever I upload, because it is random. And I got a couple things we're going to be talking about today throughout the rest of this afternoon and this evening. So get ready. We got work to do. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Seriously, guys. You And if I don't see you guys, have a safe, wonderful weekend. Okay? And for those who come back, I'll see you guys very soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.